Money, yeah. Everybody wants some say money, yeah. Everybody wants some say money, yeah. Everybody wants some, yeah.
Introducing First Money, the mobile money service from First Bank. Send money, receive money, pay bills, buy airtime, and much more straight from your phone. All money is now on First Money, even spraying money. First Money, brought to you by First Bank.
My name is Maureen Kunga, singer, songwriter, advocate in the future, and one of the 3 members of Elani.
My name is Ryan, singer, songwriter, one-man guitar, with a full package, the only man in the band. And I'm part of this lovely group.
Hey, my name is Jambori, singer, songwriter, female vocalist in Elani.
We started in 2008. We met at the event because immediately that school had ended, and it was just a fun thing that we were doing.
Our sound is
We figured it out a little bit. Brian figured it out first. Wamwe and I were a little slow on the uptake, but Brian figured out that you just write honestly what it is that you are feeling in your heart. And whether or not someone likes it, at least you know you've done everything that you are true to yourself. And that's what we're trying to do.
First song, Janam City, released that song on 6th September 2013. That was the first one, and it introduced us to the world, you know. It blew up me. It's a feel-good song, a party song. So guys were like, yo, Elani, baby. So it's a good feeling to have that. And from it being our first song, it makes you feel good.
When we recorded Kuku,
oh man,
that was that's a very memorable day. It's the only song out of our whole album that we managed to record, and everyone sang one take. Everyone sang one.
Yeah.
And the producer is like, fine, get out.
It's good.
Get out, it's good. And we were having such a good day, and everyone just got in, do what you're supposed to do, and I think the session took maybe 40 minutes, and we were
a video shoot. I'd have to say our first one.
Yeah.
So.
The most memorable must have been our first one because it was such a new experience for us. We were treading in waters that were unknown completely, with people all over, cameras all over, and everybody expecting us to be on. And we don't know how to be on because we don't know what on is.
Even how it feels, you know.
We didn't even know what on meant. So it was very interesting. I remember we had to take several takes because Brian kept telling me, "You're not in it.
You have to be in it.
Look like the people in the videos." You know? And it was definitely very memorable because also we had our friends in the video. So that was very cool, and we had a good time with our friends. And it was just fun all over, and just guys being silly and having fun.
It's very easy to write about love only because even if you're not in love at the time, you either have been or you want to be. Everyone in the world, there's that connection to that feeling that someone can give you where you feel whole and happy. And that's what Milele is about. It's just, I'm really happy with you. I want to marry you. So let's just do this the right way. Then we take it to my parents and come and meet my parents and let's go and get married
together. one, hard work.
It's true.
Let me tell you, we don't compromise on that. You can't be lazy because everyone will be like, yo, Wana, Brayo Amka, wake up. You need to do this and this and this and this. 2.
Two, God. Because it's been difficult. The first 6 years were very difficult. But for some reason, we stuck together. We don't know why we stuck together. We don't understand what kind of patience we have. We possess to have been able to stick together throughout the 6 years. And the only answer that we feel fits that question is God. He's the only reason as to why we are still together. The reason as to why we have managed to release how many songs?
4.
4 songs in less than 8 months, 10 months. And there's more to come.
A highlight of this year must have been Mother's Day. Because we were invited, we are invited on the Churchill show. Churchill is a very big comedian in Kenya, and he invited us to his show, and it was Mother's Day, and he invited our mothers as well. And we were very clear. Our mothers were very shy. They're like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to come on stage. And we had told him. And we're like, Churchill, these are our moms, they just want to sit there. So they'll sit together, you just pan the camera.
And then they'll wave, and then they're done.
And Churchill knows we're on live TV. And he's like, Mama boy, Mama Brian, come on now. And they panicked on that.
For me, it must be our album launch. December the 6th. So many people were happy. We made our fans so happy because it meant so much to them that they have something now to carry and take home. So that in itself is a blessing, and it made me so happy.
Our second single, Milele, that means forever. One of my friends who works at what's his place, Get a Radio, called me and went like, "Wow, your song is amazing." A friend of mine who was currently having issues with her husband and they had separated, had that song and actually went like, you know what? I'll give my husband a second chance. And that for me was mind-blowing to think that these 3 individuals seated in front of you can make such a huge difference in someone's life. And that's when I realized that we have, in as much as we are talented and it's fun, it looks like glitz and glam from over there, there's a lot of responsibility here, and we have such a huge shot to make such positive changes in the world.
Barea Dunia means a letter to the world. And what it is just this song where, you know, when you're down and out and you feel like nothing is going to work out. And it's just that type of song that's saying, you know what, your time is going to come and your day is going to come. The same way Elani had 5 years of down and out. and one day it's going to come. So that's what that song is about.
Nimekuandikia barua, ningeweza ningekupigia, geti kali nalia, machozi ya simba.
Usinilenge, juu siku moja nitakulenga pia. Usiniteke, juu siku moja nitakucheka pia.
Ejiro Amos Tafiri had always had a passion for the arts and has since nurtured this passion, which led her to enroll at the Yaba College of Science and Technology, where she studied fashion and eventually graduated.
I found out I wanted to do fashion quite early, like in my SS1, and then from then on I just followed my dreams. It was difficult because then studying fashion wasn't something your parents wanted to hear that you were doing. But then I stood my ground and eventually my parents agreed and I studied fashion. So I think I've always just gone for it. It's been difficult, yes, of course, because My story is not the regular fairy tale, fashion fairy tale story. I come from humble backgrounds, and I had to work tooth and nail to get everything I have today. And then of course with good friends and alliances and mentors, I interned with different people. You know, I took it one step at a time. I didn't just rush into it.
Upon her graduation, she obtained a distinction grade as well as a Best Student Award.
It didn't seem like it would come this soon, but I just knew that once I decided I wanted to be a designer, I knew I wanted to take it all the way. I knew I wanted to be recognized in my country, in my continent, around the world. I wanted to make clothing solutions for women all around the world. So yes, I did dream big, and I saw this day coming.
After graduation, she worked briefly at different fashion houses while waiting to be called up for the National Youth Service Corps.
The learning process was essential. Like, I think going to the kind of schools I went to growing up helped ground me to become the person I am today. I went to Mayflower, Taisho Lawrence Primary School, and they taught you that being successful wasn't easy. It wasn't going to ever come easy, that it was hard work. In fact, it's prayer for us every day on assembly will be, may your way be rough. And so that prepared me mentally, knowing that it won't just come glamorously like that. And then I went to Queen's College, who told you that, you know, you have to be excellent at whatever you wanted to do, and whatever you needed to do to become excellent, you have to put in that. So I came from that culture of work, study. So I knew that it was an industry that wasn't strong in Nigeria, and we had a few strong players. So it was just normal, and it's handcraft. It's sort of it's a craft. It's a science and it's a craft as well. So you have to hone your skill. You don't just see a blacksmith stand up today and say, what's this? You have to learn, you have to go through a process. So yes, going through that process for me, I just knew from a very young age that I was going to have to do that. And then that made me the person I am today. I mean, each place where I worked, where I interned, taught me something. Either it was organizational skills, or it honed my creative skills, or it taught me how to work in a proper work environment. You know, I was prepared for all the challenges I met as mine, because I was a staff of a fashion boss. So I knew the challenges of my boss. I knew how I reacted to them. So when my staff react in certain ways, I can understand, I can sympathize with the situation. So it's actually been a blessing to have gone through all the experience and be here today.
She had the opportunity to serve at Tiffany Amber as a creative assistant to the creative director. She was privileged to witness and work on collections that showed our local and international fashion shows during this period.
Skill acquisition was like the best thing I did for myself. Like I studied fashion in Yaba College of Technology. That was what I did for my degree program. I chose to do that. And then, thank God I did choose to do that, because while in school I started earning money. So that's one thing a skill does for you beyond the regular tutorial knowledge that you have, or like you go to school and just read something and waiting to theory and waiting to start applying. When you are acquiring a skill, you can start earning money immediately. You can be your own boss. You can work with people. You can make decisions comfortably. You can plan your life yourself. Do you understand? You don't have to fit in to the straight and narrow. Like if I don't get a job with government, there's no way forward.
She had the opportunity to participate in different projects like FAFA Kenya, Fashion for Peace, Nairobi, Kenya 2009, Arise Africa Fashion Week, Johannesburg, South Africa in 2009, New York Fashion Week, Spring Summer 2009, Face of Africa 2010, Lagos, Nigeria.
I think people need to be encouraged. I thank God that my parents allowed me, even though it was difficult for them, allowed me to pursue my dreams. And then I'm sure they're happy for it now, because it made me mature so much more. I started dealing with clients early. I understood business early. I was exposed to the workroom. A lot of people that are in universities don't know anything about the work situation or anything outside the school. They just wait till they get in and are looking for a job. You don't even have work ethics. But if you're studying a skill, you go for internships, you have to work with people in an office. So you start to learn the work relationships, the terms to use in an office. All those things matter. Don't become a 26 graduate and you're acting like a 13-year-old, so you are unemployable and then you're blaming society. So a lot of us finish school and we are unemployable because we don't even have the right attitude, we don't even have the right skills, even people skills. And all those have to be developed alongside. And then, like I said, when you have a skill, you get exposed to such things very early.
She has participated in different runway projects like Stars on the Runway in 2007, Creative Academy reality TV show in 2006, from which she emerged the winner in the fashion category, Ade Bakare Young Designers Competition in 2007, and Momentum More Young Designers Competition in 2008.
The day you start to dream, you know that your dreams will take time to mature. So you should be ready to put in that time. You can't just have a dream today and expect that it will come to pass today, and then you now blame the environment. You should know your environment. Any business, you study your environment, you study the conditions that affect it, you study the business and its gestation period. So know when you expect to reap. Do you understand? So complaining, what is the basis of the complaint? What have you put in as a person? What sacrifices have you made to deserve the results you're looking for? So if you see somebody that has put in a lot more, maybe somebody started at 16, 15, 14, and then you now see the person at 31 doing well, when you started at maybe 25 and you want to have the same result as the person, you check it. Yes, you could, but that means you have to put in a lot more. So everybody, you need to be realistic about your expectations. But dream big, but be realistic about your expectations of blessings and, the good things that come with it.
On the Street, brought to you by First Money, the mobile money service from First Bank.